So moving on, we have a very beautiful young lady among us. She's a woman of many talents and has the word at her feet. I want to call on Miss Abigail Ejriwa to help us with the purpose of the gathering. Please let's give her a round of applause. I think we can do better for her.
Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, my cherishables today, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. As we know, I'm Miss Uew-A Abigail, and we are gathered here this afternoon for an important reason. We are here to celebrate the Nugs Week 2025. But even more importantly, spark conversations and ideas. It's about what lies ahead university. And the theme for this year is translating knowledge into impact beyond university students. As a language student, it is very easy to wonder how our skills will fit into a fast-changing world. Please, I hope you get it.
Yes.
So that is why we've invited experienced speakers and then mentors to challenge, equip, and push us toward becoming change makers, but not just graduates. This is not just an event. It is a moment to reflect, learn, and be prepared for the life opportunities ahead of us. Let's engage, learn, connect, and grow together. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Let's go. Down, another down, down, down. I want us to give her one more round of applause. Miss Ejriwa, thank you so much for setting the pace for all the amazing things that are yet to come on the Beyond the Classroom Summit. I want to take my mind back to last academic year when the Nugs Week was being celebrated, another grand event that we have in the history of the school, under the leadership of Sir Jeremiah and Selby. We had this same seminar, and a lot of people have begun businesses. A lot of people have become petty investors, and this year promises another amazing one. So keep your guards up, take your pick, and make the best of the moment. Now, moving on, I would like to call Miss Amina Azuma, that's our amazing Women's Commissioner, to help us welcome the dignitaries. Please, a round of applause for her. We can do better than that. She's an amazing, amazing young woman. We can do better than that.
I would like to introduce some of the dignitaries among us this afternoon. We have in our midst the excellent. We appreciate your presence, sir. And we have the former Hall Secretary in the person of Mr. Ejabin. We have in our midst the former Local Nugs Women's Commissioner in the person of Miss Gifty Annabelle. We also have in our midst the former Local Nugs President, Mr. Selby. We have in our midst we will introduce them as the program continues. Thank you.
I want to get the chance I want to use this moment to speak about a very amazing young man who has been a beacon of this institution. He is a professional teacher before he joined this institution. He also has been investing into the media space, a very influential person. When he was elected as the president of the local Nugs, this gentleman put up a team of people who have the can-do spirit. He did not wait for resources. He was always determined to use the resources, both human and material resources available to him, to create a change. Ejimako campus may be viewed as a place that is in the backwaters of university education, but he decided to use his talent to make sure that this place shines like marble. I want to use this moment to praise the efforts of Nana Sakra. Please let's give him a round of applause. And on this note, I want to call Nana Sakra to help us launch the Nugs Week 2025. Please, we can do better for him. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, my scholarship coordinator. Good evening, everybody.
Yes, you're
It's
welcome.
afternoon. Okay, we are in Ghana. I am not in Ghana. Sorry. Please, I will be giving a presidential address, and after I will allow the RSRC president, who is in our midst, to come and officially launch the Nugs Week Celebration 2025. Presidential address for Nugs Week Celebration 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the academic community, fellow students, it is with great honor and a deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today as the president of the National Union of Ghana Students, Uew-A to officially open this year's Nugs Week celebration under the compelling theme, Translating Knowledge into Impact. This theme is more than a slogan, it is a call to action. It challenges us to bridge the often wide gap between what we learn and what we do, between the theories we master in lecture halls and the realities we must change in our communities. Today, like many nations, it is not short of educated minds. We are rich in knowledge, but we must now become rich in innovation, rich in solutions, rich in impact. It is not enough to earn degrees, accumulate certificates, or excel in examinations. True value lies in our ability to take that knowledge, redefine it with purpose, and apply it with courage to solve the pressing issues of our time, from unemployment and climate change to inequality, health challenges, and technological advancements. Fellow students, we are the heartbeat of Ghana's future. And the future does not begin tomorrow, it begins now. We must rise from theory to practice, from passive learning to active contribution, from mere inspiration to deliberate action. This week, as we come together to celebrate, reflect, and engage, I urge every one of us to ask, how can I use my knowledge to serve my community? How can I turn my ideas into businesses, solutions, or policy reforms? How can I mentor, empower, and inspire others with what I know? Let us be the generation that redefines education, not as an end, but as a tool, not as a privilege, but as a responsibility. Let this week ignite within us the passion to not just dream, but to do. To not just think, but to build. To not just know, but to impact. On behalf of the entire Nugs leadership, I welcome you to this celebration of knowledge, purpose, and progress. May our activities this week challenge us, inspire us, and above all, move us to act for ourselves, our nation, and our world. Thank you, and may knowledge always lead us in impact. God bless you, God bless Nugs, God bless Ghana. Thank you.
Whenever an Anastakra speaks, there is a reason to reflect, a reason to look into yourself. And Robert Kennedy once said something that a few will have the greatness to be in history, but we can all work to change a small portion of events, and then the total of all those acts will be written down as the history of a generation. And this young man, even at this, shorter pedestal, has been able to set the precedence for that to happen for us. Another round of applause for him. There is something really amazing about people coming together. Africa has been in the backwaters when it comes to education and change. Even in our small world, we have managed to, bring change. The National Union of Students was established in 1962 with a mission of protecting and promoting the interests of Ghanaian students, both home and abroad, shaping policies and initiating impactful policies. Bigger schools with bigger names have achieved heights through the local Nugs. I want to use this moment to also appreciate the contribution of Mr. Jeremiah Annan for the great things that he did for our local Nugs. I also want to appreciate the presence of this great person. Though a student, he has been able to champion the frontier of legal affairs in the school, Mr. James Abarachi. Let's give it to him. I also would want to appreciate Mr. Emmanuel Kubina, SRC Financial Secretary. I'd also want to appreciate the presence of Gifty Anobil, that's the former local Nugs Women's Commissioner. Another round of applause for Mr. A. Ejabeng, former Hall Secretary. And once again for our SRC President, Mr. Grant Assam. We also have in our midst Mr. Isaac Nyamin, the ever-working Isaac Nyamin, SRC General Secretary. We also have our beautiful, indefatigable Women's Commissioner, Miss Amina Azuma. We also have Mr. Emmanuel Atta, that's the Nugs President himself. Mr. Amwaku Eben, that's the local Nugs Secretary. Now, moving on, I would want to call the SRC President to help us launch the Nugs Week officially. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Please, another round of applause for the President.
Good evening. Please, I would like to stand on the already established protocols, then I proceed on.
We have two media people here. Okay. Impact Evangelist Raymond Kofi from Impact FM.
Okay.
We have Vincent Bekrafi from Kingdom of Fun.
Okay.
As it has been previously said,
We're going to acknowledge
we
them.
are celebrating the Nugs Week, and the theme is translating knowledge into impact, life beyond university for language students. And in this program, yesterday was the backpack day, of which it was very lovely. I myself, I used 5 kg rice sack as my bag, and it was very fun.
Yes, very well.
Today being Thursday is the Launching Beyond the Classroom Summit. Then God willing, on Friday,
So I'll give you my key.
the most
Yes, it's
important activity that I've been waiting for. Why is it so important to me? It involves food. And I don't joke with food. That is Angwamo traditional game. So as they are playing their games, I will be eating my food. Yeah. And on that same day, candle night, jama, and brass band. I can't wait to dance.
Should I call
I
all
can't
his
wait to dance.
credentials
Yes.
and then I tell you to say
And
something about him?
Saturday,
Mr. President, thank you.
be variety night. I have something small to say, and we want to know the objective of this week's celebration. It is meant to educate us about life beyond the classroom, to also entertain us through traditional games. This program is held to help us to bring the potentials that are in us, the talents that we have, aside academics. Then, last but not the least, is to foster unity. What are some of the benefits of this week celebration? To bring togetherness, entertainment, and education. What I would say is that this program is meant for us. Therefore, let us fully partake in every activity that will go on. We should come together as one people, then celebrate. As we celebrate, we learn as well. So therefore, we welcome you all to this wonderful program. We welcome the special
You're going
guests
to be speaking after him, so I'm going to introduce you and then.
that they are present today.
Brother Sakra. Yeah, he's going to do that as well. Thank you.
Therefore, I, Isaac Grant Assam, the LSRC president of Ejimako campus, declare the Nugs Week celebration duly launched. Thank you.
Okay. So there is something nice I like about growth, and that is what the local news on Ejimako campus has always been. I want to share with you the story of a young man called Demosthenes. Now, Demosthenes lived during the golden ages of Greece where all public disputes were settled by oratory. As a young man, he went before the assembly in Athens, an unruly legislative body of 6,000 men, to speak on an important issue. Now, to use modern English expressions, Demosthenes bombed. His voice was weak, his thoughts were muddled, and the more he spoke, the worse he got. Demosthenes was hissed and booed off the stage, and when he got home, he vowed that this is never going to happen again. The first thing he did was he shaved his hair in a way that would not encourage him to go out. Then he learned speech writing, and he was soon hired by wealthy men to write their speeches. He went to the shores of the Aegean Sea and shouted into the air for several hours to strengthen his voice. To perfect his diction, he practiced speaking with a pebble in his mouth. To build his confidence, he practiced with a sword hanging over his head. Years later, he went before the same assembly where he was sacked to speak about the threat posed by Philip II of Macedonia, who was the father of Alexander the Great. He laid before them some clearly reasoned ideas for dealing with the Macedonians. He also inspired them with his eloquence. And instead of the jury passing whether they should accept or not, they all stood up and said, "Let us go and fight Philip." Now that led to the war that gave Alexander the Great the chance to be who he is today. I just want to tell us that it doesn't have to be perfect. But as soon as you have a moment, seize it. Whether it is bad or it is good, just be determined to build on it, and things can only get better. We are moving to the heart of today's program, and we have a very interesting person among us today. When I say interesting, I mean eccentric. Please, let's clap for eccentric. Our guest speaker for this event is a very distinguished man with many talents and skills. He is a barrister at law, a private legal practitioner at the Liberty Law Consult. He is also a business plan development consultant with the team Said. He's a part-time lecturer at the University of Cape Coast and CAF University College. Please, let's clap for that. He was a professional teacher with the Ghana Education Service, like most of us. He served as the managing director of Power Prime Engineering Company. This young man was also the administrative secretary at Menyiwa Dawodo. He was the key trainer and deputy election retainer officer with the Ghana Electoral Commission of Ghana at Komenda Edina, Ejuafo Ibrahim District. This young man was the personal assistant of Dr. Alfred Okofo-Andapoy, the Member of Parliament for Ablekuma South. This is just a little of his career. He has done so much. He has led Ghana in the front lines. He has actually achieved a lot in the educational sphere. I don't think I'm qualified to say a lot about him. So I call on our president, Nana Sakra, to give a little oath of our guest speaker. A round of applause. Thank you.
Hello. Before I say a little about our guest speaker, I want us to learn about the Nugs anthem. Most of us don't know that we even have an anthem. So, yes, so I want us to sing. I'm going to teach you how it goes, then we sing together, at least so that we know. So it goes like, Aluta continua. I don't have the voice, so you just manage it. Yes, I know that. I don't have the voice, so you just manage it. So, Aluta continua. Aluta continua. Victoria aseta. Aluta continua. Victoria aseta. Aluta continua. It's just simple like that. So we are all going. We are all going. Aluta continua. I want us to learn. Then after we all get up, it's an anthem. So we sing it to our motherland. So, Aluta continua. Aluta. So let's all get up, let's all get up, let's all rise. As we sing with pride, you should be very proud that you are part of the National Union of Ghana Students. So I'll give the tune, then we go. Aluta continua. One, sing. Aluta continua. Aluta continua. Victoria aseta. Aluta. And the immediate past presidents of the National Union of Ghana Students in the presence of Mr. Jeremiah Annan Selby. My boss, I salute you. Yes, he handed over beautifully to me, and we hope we will please him. Yes, he's still mentoring us in diverse ways, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I acknowledge all past executives present. Mr. Ijaben, he's a great mentor, a teacher. I love him so much. Thank you so much, sir, for always being there for us. And all other executive present, we appreciate you. My SRC president, I acknowledge you, sir. Honorable SRC General Secretary, my Honorable Wukom, my very beloved. I love her so much. Honorable Wukom, thank you. My treasurer, my secretary, all executives present, we really acknowledge you. So we are on the battle for the day. Our guest speaker, I have a lot to say about our guest speaker. A whole lot to say about our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is a very honorable man. You need to have an encounter with him. My first time I got an encounter with him is through these pictures. I shot him some photos, and from there, it has been more than a father-son relationship. He has been a blessing. He has been a great mentor. And I have a lot to say, but no. I want you to experience.
Francis Aqua Annan. Francis Aqua Annan. Mr. President, Nana Sakra. I don't know why your father gave you Sakra. Yes, I think it's a beautiful name. At any time, maybe you are doing things which are untoward, your name will remind you that Sakra. You understand? It's a beautiful name. Let me take the opportunity to introduce one or two people I came with. In fact, I was here a week before just to do an observation about the place to see how organization is going on before I can decide to also invite my people. Indeed, if I should, my supporters alone would have filled this room. Yes. Because until I told myself that I will not do full-time lecturing and I want to go into full-time practice, I told myself I will never speak to students of less than 300 again. So wherever I'm going, I go with crowd. You have in your midst a very distinguished person, very, very simple like his father. He's simply known as Abamfo. Before I let him rise, Abamfo is the campaign director for Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon for both Central Region and Western Region. Abamfo, can you just stand up, be on your feet? So if I tell you that if I'm going, I go with crowd. If the organization had gone well, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon would have been here today. Also, in my midst is a very fantastic young man, but older than me. When I was young, I looked up to him as a mentor because he was so fantastic. Like your topic, when we start treating it, you will understand. So that you listening to me one day will mount the podium and do same like I am doing. He is Mr. Victor Boabing. Mr. Victor Boabing is one of my key supporters. That maybe one day, and which is no one day, I will stand for Member of Parliament within this constituency. How many of you will go for programs and you have your classmates deciding that we will accompany you? In fact, when I was coming, some said, you are a mate, you know what you can do, we'll prepare food, meal, everything for you. One chose and said, I will follow you. If some of you noticed, I was here, I left my phone, he said, sit down, I'll go and get it for you. He is Mr. Emmanuel Aka. Emmanuel Aka, what happened? Today's topic is translating knowledge into impact. Life beyond university for language students. What a fantastic topic. The topic tries to answer two questions, two hard questions. Soft part of it and the hard questions. The soft questions and the hard questions. On the mind of every student, we are asking ourselves, what will we do after here? What can I do with my university education? That is the harder part. The soft question is that it is no doubt all of you are seeking education and knowledge. Is that not so? It is. So that is the softer part. The harder part is, what do you do to yourself after here? That is the question to answer. Can anybody explain whatever I said here? Any of you? Okay, let's take the second experiment. Should I read it? I'll repeat. Okay. You are all juries. All of you are my jury, right? There's a murder case. Sexy Dondon, you are the judges here, the jury, you are here. I'm reading, I'm the judge. I am telling you, you have heard the case yourself. This case has traveled 9 years old. So as you retire to your chambers, please, when you want to consider these, and the judge will read this thing to you. He is not obliged to explain to you. He will tell you, and I repeat, evidence consists of testimony, writings, material objects, or other things presented to the senses and offered to prove whether a fact exists or does not exist. Evidence is either direct or circumstantial. Direct evidence is evidence that directly proves a fact. It is evidence which by itself is found to be true, establishes the fact. Circumstantial evidence is evidence that, if found to be true, proves a fact from which an inference of the existence of another fact may be proven. A factual inference is a deduction that may be logically and reasonably be drawn from one or more facts established by the evidence. It is not necessary that fact be proved by direct evidence. They may be proved also by circumstantial evidence or by a combination of direct and circumstantial evidence. It makes no difference whether evidence is direct or indirect. You may choose to believe or disbelieve either kind. Whether it is direct or indirect, you should give every piece of evidence a weight against each. If you are a juror and the second statement is read to you, will you understand or you will not understand?
The water, have you had it? Oh, yeah. Okay, I sent it.
You tell us
That's fine.
that somebody killed somebody. He struck his head with blows. There was blood. So therefore, he killed a person. Now come and prove what you have said. You come with court with the barrel of a gun. The pathologist came and I asked him simple question. He's a professor at UCC. Prof, did you examine the person yourself? He says, yes. How many days was the corpse transferred from Salt Pond Mortuary to Cape Coast Teaching Hospital? He said about 5 days. Was the body bath? He said yes. Cleaned? He said yes. Did you see a mark that shows a gun wound? He says no. There were bruises. Yet you are proving the matter with a barrel of a gun. Language. All lawyers will go to heaven because you and I were not there. These statements are difficult, but we are not looking for the truth. Because when the thing happened, the judge was not there. I wasn't there. Nobody was there. So the facts, the law, and evidence is what I am interested in. I do professional judgment. I do not do moral judgment. Because we are not living in an era where we are feeling more sympathetic towards the victim than the perpetrator. We only talk about evidence. Evidence and nothing else. Let me take you through some practical experiences as language student you will be, or you know. I'm going to treat 4 and I will end my lecture. I will deal first of all with ambiguity and misunderstanding. When we say something is ambiguous, it means the thing has more than one meaning. Is that not the case? Are you sure? How do we resolve it? We can only resolve it using language. So law has developed principles of language to resolve these matters. And the first thing is that anytime you read something and the thing does not make sense, please Do not worry. Consider the plain form. If the plain form is correct, that ends it. But if the plain form leads to another meaning, we go to the second step. Lawyers, we don't jump to the secondary meaning to say that we are going to look for the meaning from a dictionary. No. We apply all principles after not getting any help. Then we can go into the contextual meaning and go and ask the dictionary what it means. I use one word here. In food, they call aesthetics. So what somebody say, I am going to decorate. In food, they won't say, I will decorate. Their register will be what? Garnish. What a garnish speech. Metaphor. Does it mean the speech was eaten or something physical? Hello? Now I want to zoom in to use four of your field. Then I'll end. Ambiguity. And most of them sometimes happen in people's will. The will people write. That creates confusion. The man has only one son. Couldn't he know that his son is Ophna because the father is called Ophna? What is Offlinda? So we will use the armchair rule. That a man who has says, I give my house to my son, would know the son he's talking about. So the Offlinda then becomes a typographical error. However, when it comes to law, ambiguity has a restricted meaning, like I demonstrated. It has a restricted meaning. It has a restricted meaning. Yes. Let's deal with metaphor and legal fiction. You have heard of broken vase, broken leg, broken heart, and broken promise before, isn't it? Is that not the case? This is metaphor. A broken vase, a broken leg. It's an act demonstrating that there's something physical which has been shattered. The heart is not so solid or physical, so solid. However, because it looks like a solid item, we can say a broken heart. What about broken promise? But you come into the legal profession, this is a broken promise. This is a broken promise. You have held metaphor, language everywhere. You have heard of certain words in law. We say fiction, right? Demonstrate fiction. We say that a company is a corporate body. A company is a person. How can a company be a person? University of Education, Winneba, is a person. How can that be? But in law, we are bringing this fiction. You know why? Because a company is being ruled or managed by a board of directors, like we human beings. We have brain that directs our action. A company has a CEO and departmental heads who in our body serves as the veins through which the heart pumps blood. A company has messengers. What about the human body? The human body has our nerves that send signals and messages. So when you come to law, we say a company is a corporate body. It's a person. It is a legal, it's a language, it's a fiction which we have adopted into the linguistic phenomenon. You will not clap for yourself, huh? So this is what Fuller said. Anyone who has thought about legal fiction must be aware that it presents an illusion of all-pervading power of the word, that a statement which is disbelieved by both the author and its audience can have any significance at all. It's evidence enough. We are here to contact with mysterious influence exercised by names and symbols. In that sense, the fiction is a linguistic phenomenon. Will you agree with me that David Mellencamp, from my beginning of the statement, is right to say that the entire legal profession is but profession of words? Will you agree with me? Will you take your study seriously? I am sure you are thinking of what you can do with yourself after. Me speaking with you, I am not a language person. If I can speak with you, it tells you what you can do as a language student. You should clap for yourself. Be proud. And it is the same view that Austin employed the word performative act. Performative act. What does it mean to say performative act? Performative act. Just last year, you got married last year or last 2 years? Last year, yes. Yes. He went to the altar. Please, are you listening? I'm using one of language lexicons, performative act. He went to the altar, and after reciting the vows, then the priest said, I now pronounce you husband and wife. The moment husband and wife is mentioned, a legal status is created.
That's true.
So law picks the performative act. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Hello? Everything about law is language. In the field of football, once a bamful will get somebody down, and the referee takes his red card and show the person. What does it mean? A legal status has been created. You are no longer part of us. Leave. Performative skills. Somebody comes to court, and the witness will say that I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Performative act. Do you know what it states? It puts you in the position that you have sworn to an evidence, and when we find out that what you gave in support of Ima or sexy dondon is false, perjury would get you, and the minimum sentence will be 15 years. Like Agrada, who has the 15 years now. Today, it just came out. Who told you there's no law in this country? There's law. Oh, yes. 15 years. Language. Charlatanic advertisement. I can double your money. I can do this. I can do that. Language. Please, are you listening?
Yes.
I did a case. I won't mention names. Where my client was taken to the police station and he wrote, I have not stolen any money. I have not stolen any money. All the money that I took from the branch, I issued a check ahead of time and I took the money, so I have paid. No. I told him that is admission. So lawyer, what do we do? We have to go with technicalities. We are guilty already. No defense for you. Then the company did some audit report You see, the manager, Akuma, he sacked the guy before even the audit report came. And when the audit report came, the guy was not there, and they are relying on the audit report. And then I said, oh, thank you, we use that technicality. Nemo, you cannot sue somebody without giving him the right to be heard. And that is what saved the guy. All evidences point to the guy. The CEO came, I asked him, you issued this dismissal letter on this date. Is that not so? He said, yes. Are you aware when the audit report came? He says, no. So if I show you the audit report, can you point it out to this court when it was submitted to the company? He said, yes. Okay, take a look at this audit report from police. He looked at it. Is it coming from this company? He said, yes. So this audit report came out in this date. Is that right? I said, yes. Was the accused still working with you? He says, no. Did you give him a copy to look at it? He says, no. That is all for the person. When we finished, the police were jubilating. They didn't know the strategy we were using. The auditor came. I used a similar thing for him. Did you meet this person? He says, no. So how did you do your audit report? He said they reviewed the documents that were from the company. Do you know when the person was relieved of his duty? He says, no, that is internal matter. My Lord, that is all for him as well. Oh, but still, this lawyer, pa. Then the police investigator came. Similar story. When we finish, I then make a prayer. My Lord, we want to write submission of no case to answer. Submission of no case to answer means that when a person is charged for a criminal offense, there are certain elements we look at. And that element is what you must prove. So once you have charged the person with stealing, it means that the thing the person stole must have an owner. And that thing, he stole it dishonestly. Are you okay? However, because there was an audit report, the person was not given the right to respond to the audit report. And therefore, charging him an offense he has no knowledge of is against his right to be heard. And therefore, we pray that the case be dismissed. And the case was dismissed. Language is not simple like that. It's not like simple like that. Let me tell you my lifestyle to say it is not simple. Even today, I went to court before coming. Yesterday, I went to court. I had a meeting with GIPC. After GIPC, I came to the office. I was with Ken's honorable person in my office from 5 to 7. At 7:30, I told him I was going for another meeting at 9. I had not eaten the whole day. I left that meeting at 10:30. I came. I still needed to prepare for your lecture. After the lecture, this morning I was in court. I did cross-examination. For cross-examination, I came here and no student was ready. It is not easy. You see my bald head? Poncho, was that bald? When you are sleeping as a teacher, others are working, and the remuneration will not be the same. Language students, it's not easy. My last one is hearsay. How many of you have heard the word hearsay before? Hearsay. You heard? What does it mean? Hearsay. Oh, few students here, right? Few students, eh? Hearsay means atism. And that is right. Atism so here, Juma. Can we work with hearsay? Okay, those who don't understand tree, the tree students say they know. Atism means hearsay. Look, one of the key ingredients, our jurisdiction, Ghana, distinguishes ourselves from the common law we inherited from the white is hearsay. Atism
Why? Because our great-grandfathers know nothing about writing. They didn't know anything about writing. All the evidences we have are those that have been transferred from one person to another. Transmission, and they will say culture. Then why did he know that? So we have an exception to all written evidences. And one exception is the exception of a hearsay. Ladies and gentlemen, hearsay simply means matters that cannot be proven by any physical example or evidence. So, any matter that affects land, land is owned by 3 people in Ghana. The dead people, they own land because of hearsay. Somebody fought. He told his son, we met the people of Techiman, we beat them, and we took the land. That by telling his son we beat them and this thing happened is the evidence. How do you prove it physically or directly? Except circumstantial evidence. So all the evidence we have is hearsay. Hello? You see how language is so powerful? Land is owned by the dead, the living, and the generation yet unborn. Even people who are not unborn have interest in this land. And that is how chiefs join litigations. Please, are you listening? Join litigations are able to prove their title. Hearsay, what we were told. And the law has made so many exceptions to say that we will not take hearsay as a mathematical formula where you can get a linguist who is so eloquent. Hearsay is not about your eloquence. It's about the circumstantial evidence attached to it. So when you say that I bought the land from Ima, you must be ready to prove your root of title. And when you want to prove your root of title, you should tell us this land were fought over centuries. People die. And the good people of Ejumako can tell you the story. And sometimes you are told that some part of Ejumako land belongs to the Techiman people, some part of the land belongs to this people. Those after Bisiansi. Kokobeng. They own the land even as far as Odobing people owning the land. But where are the Odobing people? Where are the Kokobeng people? By hearsay, the evidence is transferred from one generation to the another. Ladies and gentlemen, I have used the contextual approach to justify the claim that translating language into impact life beyond university for language students answers 2 questions, the hard and the soft. The harder ones are the unknown, so difficult and so subjective, and therefore I hedged my presentation, only talking about the career part, because the topic comes with 4 things. If it is not talking about career part, it will talk about practical implications. If it is not talking about practical implications, it will talk about impact-driven life or work. If it is not dealing with that, then it will deal with professional development. Thank you so much for the time listening to me. I am so much enthused to be here. This is not the first time I am giving a talk to Nugs. In 2016, I gave a talk to National Nugs Judiciary. The first time it was inaugurated in UCC, I gave the keynote for that.
Okay, please do.
The only exceptional thing is that this one is a homecoming for me.
Okay, we do question and answers, I think.
And I hope and pray that one day.
Okay, so let's do
Is the
questions
church
and
president
answers,
here?
and then we call them.
Oh, you are here.
Okay.
You are here with your people, eh? You know that after
Let's
here
do
we
the
are
question
meeting
and
you.
answers,
Is that
and
not
then
the
we
case?
come
Oh, yes, all of you. You should be TESCOM members. Eh? And take this from me. If you people can assure me, of doubling your numbers like 5 times now, we shall bring Kennedy or Henry Ejapon here. There's nothing like it is possible. We are bringing the person. What is impossible? It is language full of ambiguous. It is possible. Possible of what? Undefined. Thank you so much. I give the opportunity for questioning if anyone has any question to ask.
So please wait a second. Okay. Hello. Hi, Abigail. Get here. All right.
His Excellency, my Lord.
No, don't call me Excellency, and just call me Francis.
Okay.
But I'll take it if Your Excellency will come to pass. I take it.
Sorry, I blocked your shot. Sorry.
And I hope to see you there when one day I become his president, right?
Okay.
Oh, you said I'm president. Okay, anyway, ask your question.
Please, I have 2 questions to ask.
Okay.
My first question is, I would like to know, me being a language student,
Yes.
if I want to become a lawyer in the future, how can it be correctable for me to become a lawyer since I've not gone to any law school? That's my first question. And then my second question is, I learned we have so many branches of law. So I would like to know the branch you belong to.
Okay. Are you done?
I'll start from the last one.
Thank you.
Do you know why I said home? Hey, Ghana, you want to practice in one area, comedy working. There are only 2 branches of law. We have the criminal law and the civil. The criminal deals with an offense against the state, and therefore it is the state that prosecutes the matter. And the civil law is the individual actions against somebody and the relief you have against somebody. I do all. Oh, but I even demonstrated it to you here about murder cases and about civil. Yes, I do all. The first one is this. After here, I attended SJ Training College. Oh, yes. But yes, I attended SJ Training College. And yes, after college, we were the second batch of the diploma course. So I completed 2008. And yes, so this is what happened, my lady. Are you listening? In life, you must always not sacrifice for the less. When we completed without even waiting for our salary to come, I went to UCC and I met one doctor. I just went to an office. He said it's called Dr. something. I've forgotten the surname. I said, Doc, I'm a teacher, but my results, it's UCC who will print your results then. My results are not in. But I want to be a lawyer, so what do I do? He said, oh, right. UCC has awaiting results. I didn't know. So I told my friend, hey, Charlie, it's possible for us to do our degree even without the results. So when I came, full of ambiguity. Oh, God. That's part of it, eh? Yeah, it's possible. All right, it's possible. So I told my friend, look, we can do this. You know what he told me? You, I come and do our own. Maybe I'm waiting for my salary. I said, I cannot wait. Because where I'm going, I cannot wait. I have had a grade 13 from SSS. Nobody could sponsor me now to go to the training college. You think I'm like you with a grade 29? I will not wait. So I applied, and they admitted me. I'm waiting results. So when a year after, when their results were published and their salary came, and they had to buy a form for the following year, I had completed. I was ahead of my own colleagues 2 years. My lady, are you listening? So when this SAM started, their post-diploma, I was doing my LLB at University of Cape Coast in 2013. And we started the Faculty of Law, University of Cape Coast. And I was a law student union. Yes. So, my lady, you can be right after here. Do your service. After doing your service, ask of any of the universities. UCC even have opportunity for sign language students. And currently, there is one student who graduated from UCC, and so many other blind people have even gone to the law school and have graduated. Yes. So when we use 2 hours, maybe 3 hours to write exams, they give them about 6 hours. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, the simple questions on that page, on Bubre, no, I better how to say. The pen or then is a first one, so what I said, so we are, was some better people we break. Those opportunities are there. So, my lady, after here, apply for the LLB and you can do it. All materials are available to support you. Yes. Any other question? Yes.
Thank you, my senior learned colleague.
What did you say?
My senior learned.
Okay. I thought you added friend. You are not learned. You are only educated.
I please want to ask, in land dispute, how severe is the case that an indenture will be required for one person to be bailed? During land dispute.
Come again, yeah. What
During
happened?
land dispute, an indenture will be required for a person to be bailed.
To be bailed?
Yes.
Bro, for no.
And, during land dispute,
Yes.
some were arrested and they required an indenture.
See, he's mixing two areas of law together. That is why I said Bro, for no. He's not talking about somebody being arrested. At the same time, he's talking about land litigation. The two don't go together. But it's language. I will correct it. So, which of them do you want to talk about now? The arrest and the bail, or somebody fighting with somebody over a piece of land?
Concerning the bail.
The bail.
And indenture was required.
Yes. Yes, it is normal. So what is the problem? Ask a question. How difficult it is if an indenture is required for a bail? Is that your question?
Yes, please.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult. So this is what happened. The ends of criminal justice those days were deterrents. So Ima will commit an offense, will lie Ima on the street and give him whips. Everybody knows that we are giving him whips so that nobody does that again. We have moved on. Because what happens in Egimako, there will be somebody in Accra will not see. So no matter how we whip Ima here, it cannot change the life of somebody in Accra who has done the same thing. So therefore, the Lord developed and said, why don't we add restorative justice? Maybe the thing that you have destroyed causing unlawful harm, we can restore you by replacing it. So when the person is arrested and sureties comes in, who are men of substance or women of substance, the court to ensure that if the accused, if he abscond, the layman will say, run away. If that person abscond, that means there will not be justice for the victim. So bring a title, a land, as a surety, so that if the person abscond and he's found guilty and we cannot punish him, we will take the land, sell that land, and guess what? That land will not be used to compensate the person. The land will go to the state. Is that the question you wanted to ask? Come again? It's clear now? Okay. Any other question, my friend?
Not yet.
That's all.
Okay. No, there's
Any
one
question?
more.
Thank you. Please, my question is a simple one.
What do you think makes it simple? What if I can answer?
Well, in your submission, you mentioned that all Christians will go to heaven. Sorry, all lawyers will go to heaven.
Yes.
I mean, that is not my business. I will not be the judge of that.
Yes.
But then, when you were, presenting,
Yes.
something struck me. How do I balance
I'll take it.
my law profession with
Your Christian
my
values?
Christian values? Since I'm a Christian who will not want to compromise my religion or anything.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
The Chinese have an adage that drink deep or taste nothing. For now, I can tell you, you don't want to take nothing. But when you come into it, you will drink deep. And you know. I answered it here by saying that in law, we consider three things. We are not looking for the truth. We consider the fact, the law, and the evidence. Where was I when Atiso was enjoying? Where was I? I was nowhere to be found. You will always learn. So there's Latin word argumentum ad hominem. What is argumentum ad hominem means that you must always separate yourself from the matter. Don't be arguing and say, why are you telling me? No, it is not you. It is the issue we are speaking to. So when you are a lawyer, you only speak to the issue. You do professional judgment. I don't do moral judgment. The man who the police said that the guy hit him and shot him and whatever, was I there? I was in Accra when I had a call. I am this. I'm in magazine. And they said, you're looking for a criminal lawyer? Somebody give your number to me. Now I go to court and I say I'm a Christian. I looked at the autopsy report. I am only speaking to what has been brought before me. Why wouldn't I go to heaven? No, tell me. Just speak objective. Separate yourself from the issue. Was I there at the time? An event which has happened about a year ago, I wasn't there. I can only speak to what has been written. So don't let it be difficult. Listen, let me prove more to you. The word Athene was linked to the profession Christ did or told his people. I am going.
Let me sit by your
And
side.
atone for you. Christ never fought himself when he was here. But he was here. He knows what he created. He knows the weaknesses of what this body can do. And therefore, he can play it on your behalf. I can tell you, put your moral judgment aside. Because the Christianity we profess to practice Last Wednesday, I was on Net2 TV, and I made this statement. I made this statement that this is my own political observation.
Thank you, sir.
And my brother, I hope you will listen to me. We are living in an era in a country where our religious leaders, including your pastor, is not telling you the truth. Because more often than not, by not telling you the truth, he is profiting from not speaking the truth. So right in the church room, they are not telling you the truth. Because the meaning of tithe has been well defined in the Bible. But the pastor needs money. He needs to drive a Rolls Royce. So he will tell you, bring 10%. Where in the Bible did he talk about bring 10% of money? By not speaking the truth, they benefit. You are here and you heard things about the National Cathedral. And you had pastors of all pedigree heading it. Why should that fail? It tells you that your leaders are not telling you the truth. Separate yourself from the issue. Thank you. Any next question? Any other question?
So I think that's all for now.
Okay, there's a hand here and another one here.
Okay.
For me, I can talk. So until you people are tired, you ask me any question, I'll be here. Okay, all right, listening.
Thank you. Please,
All right.
I want to know that if one refuses to use the right to register in a
Registers come here. The lady who spoke about asked about registers. You see, a lay person says when somebody comes to you and you are to talk, you have to talk for the person. We don't talk for the person. No. You see, I'm only just demonstrating to you the linguistic phenomenon I just spoke of. You understand? That our wordings have become accepted within our profession. You represent the person and appear for the person in court.
Let me see if they are ready. Okay.
Please, are you okay?
Please, they are ready, right?
So the question is, how do you talk for the person?
Anytime you are talking,
How do you talk?
it comes in. I forgot. I should have seen.
I tried turning it up. It wasn't going.
How do you come again with the question? I forgot it. Oh, yes. Oh, we find out the truth. Oh, yes. When you come, we'll tell you that, please, tell me whether you did it or you did not. Because, let me tell you this. You see, the meaning, some of you are teachers. At the training college, they told me that I can teach multiplication as a repeated addition. So that 2 times 3, which is 6, I can make it 2 plus 2 plus 2. Or 3 times 3 plus 3, a repeated addition. So when client comes to me, I know I can never trust any client. So I treat all my clients as my future litigators, somebody who will litigate me one day. Because sometimes when the thing doesn't go well with them, they pick you on the lawyer. So I know every client is a liar. When they come, they are the lawyers themselves in the first place. So they will multiply the thing where it favors them. They will say it where they think it doesn't favor them, they will take it out. And when they believe it is equal, they divide. They divide. So what I do, or what you do, is by eliciting the right information. I know the law. So I apply the law to, oh, okay, mommy, you have said all this, but what did you tell the person yourself? Let me give an example. A woman called me. He says somebody has defamed him. Lawyer, I will sue the person. I said, mommy, calm down. Come to the office. Pay consultation. When you pay for the consultation, I will listen to you. She came. And this woman came to my husband in the morning and said, me, I have unclaimed vagina part. I am this. He has defamed me. He was shouting in the house. I have a boyfriend. He has defamed me. He said all that. Then I said, okay, where did it happen? I said, in my husband's house around 4 a.m. Did you quarrel with him? Yes, I was quarreling with him. But if you quarreled with him, what did you tell him? As for that guy, he is a thief. He is a known thief in the area. And I'm saying, hey, do you have evidence? Oh, Obianim, Oswano no Biade. Now, you call somebody a thief in a heated debate, in a heated argument, and he also tells you you have an unclaimed vagina part, you want to take him for defamation. Madam, ain't possible. And no, my Jimmy Sikadada. Because it will not fly. In the course of heat argument, whatever you tell me and I tell you, you cannot take my own. There's a popular case called Chumwa versus Redua. These two were concubines. And when they were fighting, one told the other, Ketuano, Inchia Ukunsi Wabe Waremeno, or so train yet. This is law. We are playing. It has to be as it is. Hey, when gumi, you penny no mercy. And you didn't call him fear. And almost say, Unkoka or dying because we don't say that against a woman. And the woman said, no, I will not. He went in for a lawyer. They went to court. And the court asked her. The lawyer was even struggling to mention, said, hey, my Lord, I can't say it to say it. The court is not blasphemed with these words. You told him this, and he said this. Oh, dear show, into the neighbor court. He who come to court and seek equity must always come with a clean hands. On that note, I answer my last questions. Thank you very much for enjoying me, and I've also enjoyed you. But promise me of the numbers, and I will deliver what I told you. Thank you.
We appreciate it so much, and we want to thank you for taking your time to explain things to us. At this point, we have a performance by a group of people who have crafted a dance. This dance is built on the Harvest Festival in parts of southern Ghana. It's for women to show their beauty that they have actually added up due to the harvest. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Uew department for the Popo dance.